We are now recording. Oh, you just got it.
Yeah. See how fast that is?
Yeah, you're a master, like you said. All right. Welcome to Clark's Place, everybody. I don't know if this will be in the middle of a video or the start of one, but...
It'll need the breast right there.
Yeah, I think so. That looks good.
And this needs to be sanded off a little. But
shave a little.
It goes up. It's not really hitting anything, but as this comes through, it's like that would be fine. It would match up, but it goes down, and it's like that needs to be up there and then push out straight.
I see. So
when
its final resting point, it's flexing it down. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, where is that on there?
Because that's close to being right.
But it's like, oh, I see what it did. Okay, now we'll see where that is on there. Bend it. Okay,
oh, yeah, more. It's kind of flexed it down a little.
Yeah, it was more flexed down. That's probably where it should be.
Well, what if you mounted that up higher, changing the angle of it?
Well, then I have to cut this off because we need those holes.
Oh, we do need the holes.
Yeah, that's where some light pieces come through. I might have to notch that out.
Yep, I gotcha.
But yeah.
Well, they said when you get the electric motors, you got to play with it. You got to kind of customize it. You got to make it fit in order to make it work. And
yeah, that would probably work.
I don't know what you were just doing there.
No, I was just like trying to act like I was pivoting.
Oh, pushing it?
Yeah, so I guess I could drill those out and leave that bent. Cut that off and move it up a little.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that?
All right, you want to try?
Yeah, we'll try that.
Be right back. Review what we just did there.
Well, we took out, can't really see, we took the piece, moved it up.
See the edge of the hole there.
Kept the same holes, but cut this off so it wouldn't interfere with, I've got to cut this out some, probably.
You can see the holes down in there if you look.
Put washers.
We moved it up about a ½ inch.
We have these little brass washers, which spreads that out a little bit more on that side, so it won't pull through that fiberglass. Okay, so this is going to be up higher. So maybe this will push it a lot better.
Or we'll cut it all off of there again and mount it lower next time.
Yeah. All right. This takes a
little finesse there, huh?
Yes, it does. Oh, I need my paddle stick.
You need your paddle stick?
It's too high now. I can't get my fingers in there.
Does it help if I put a light down in there?
No,
your flashlight's dead.
Did it really?
Yeah, it's dead. Not like we don't have another battery for it.
Yeah, I don't know if we have any more batteries for that.
What are you using with your stick there to kind of prop up the rod?
I'm moving the rod with it.
I can't see anything.
I know you can't. It's just a little hole for that to go into. There it is. Come on.
You know, coming through there.
It's there. It's just there. It is.
You got a winner, Clark. Look at your angle.
Yeah, look at that now. But when you push, well, we got to get an axle in here.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's what I said.
We need a battery.
You want a slim?
Sure. That's what they're for. Okay.
Viewers at home, be prepared to do this 36 times for each side.
I probably have done this at least 6 or 7 times.
6 or 7 now.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Would it help if I put the...
Nope, right there.
Oh, I see.
And
I'll keep my hands to myself.
Yeah, I'm in that hole. And then this one here, the rod's right there and comes through.
I see.
So now this should pivot. But see, now it's down. Well, I guess it would be up though. Oh yeah.
That's much better. That looked pretty smooth.
Yeah. Let me gotta take this off.
Because this is going to end right here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just, that arm's just going to go whoop, doop, doop.
Okay, this is a conundrum here. How are you going to screw this in? Okay, where's the other one at?
I don't know. Can you take this pin off?
I took it.
Yeah, pop this little ball off, spin it on, and then pop it back on the ball.
Well, it's not a ball. It's screwed in.
Oh, well then.
But I don't know about that being on a ball.
Then that's all you gotta do is just unscrew that off. Twisty, twisty, twisty around this as many times as you need. And then screw that back on.
Let's see this one.
That pivots. It's just a nut right there, Pat.
No, I know. I see this. I already took this one off. Oops.
You need to spin the nut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
That is a ball in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it just kind of
that'll pop
rotates
out
around on that. Oh, I wouldn't pop it out. Why don't you just look, pop?
You can't do
Just
it.
screw this on. Woo-doo, 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 as many times as it needs till it's in the right spot.
Okay, then how you gonna go this way to screw that in?
This rotates separately. This you
Okay,
just
good.
spin.
All right, that's fine.
You just, it's a nut. Cause see this just rotates around. You can spin that nut as many times you want.
Yeah, I got it now.
You just weren't getting it.
No, I wasn't thinking that. I thought this was a solid piece.
Don't break the dang thing. There we go. Cool.
They were on there. I remember the other one was. I was afraid I was gonna break it too.
What do you mean?
I mean, unless this is gonna be good enough, you know, set to go.
Well, you got to set it with the headlight door exactly where it is, where it needs to live. Like it needs to come out a smidge.
Yeah, that's why we'll.
And then that bottomed out is where that needs to live.
Right. And they made it hard to do the whole way. Gosh. Okay.
So now twisty, twisty, till you like it. And keep in mind you got to kick it out just a smidge anyway.
I know it.
So it needs to come down a little bit, so screw it in a little more.
One more twist.
A couple more.
Okay, it's got to come back. Right.
No, twist, move it forward with the ball. There you go.
Right there. That's not out enough?
That's not, it's too far out.
Oh, it needs to come back close. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So one. Ooh.
You bottom it out.
That's it.
Okay, well. That was close right there. Yeah, that looks good. Get me to hold some tension off of it.
Maybe push on the door.
Here, I'll pull the door out a little.
No, it needs to come back.
Okay, well, there you go. You're not in the hole yet.
Well, dang on.
Here. Put it there, and then I'll make sure you're straight. Right there, yeah. Let me do the pushing and pulling. You just get the nut going where it's supposed to.
Well, that ain't going.
Twist it around a little more.
I think it's started.
Can we hook power to that and
Yeah. That'll be the next step.
blow up the motor?
I hope not.
Yeah, that's sitting pretty close to where, I mean, we're gonna have to definitely reshape this.
Then we gotta take all that off.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
But you could test the motor right now and see if it has the strength and is close to the right place to live.
So be prepared to build all this, take it all apart more than once to get this fitted. And it's just, main thing is being able to put this axle in. I mean, you can take the side off and mess with all this stuff, but it's a pain in the butt. The metal ones, I think, are a lot easier.
Oh, you think?
I saw a video on the metal one today, and yeah, you put it all together and you put the whole thing inside there. It's a whole lot easier.
Are there any videos on the Janak stuff that you've seen?
No, that's what I've seen.
I thought that's why we were kind of documenting everything.
Okay, that's in.
Yeah, that looks all solid.
Okay, and then when this is in, we put on a lock on this side, so it can't back out.
So that thing can't
That
move
one won't
anywhere.
go that way because it's got one on it too.
Gotcha. Yep.
But
Well, being as that is all connected now, maybe some minute adjustments here will move the headlight door up and down just a smidge in order to get
right.
your shape. But I think if that motor opens and closes that door
Right.
consistently, we should be good.
Okay.
Is there anything special about the wiring?
Yeah. There it is.
Those don't connect. That's something special.
Yeah. So the
That's hooked up to the...
I hooked up the other one, but that's fine. We'll see that they both run. Both of them run.
Okay, yeah, that's planned.
Yeah, I planned. I meant to do that. Okay. Now I gotta.
So where's your control switch? There is no control switch. These run in through the headlight.
No. Let me see what it says.
I was thinking you'd have 4 wires.
Okay. Remove the. Oh.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, so motor in. This twisted up pretty tight. The new placement of where this pin hits on that worked out great. We cinched this down. We hooked it to the lawnmower battery and hooked up the black to negative, red to positive, and green to positive. And it went up just fine. Plenty of power in the motor to get the headlight door open, but...
Then when you take the green off, that's supposed to be like the headlight switches off. It didn't come back down.
Yeah, it didn't come down. So we cheated.
And this one didn't move either, so...
Yeah, so we cheated, pulled the back off, and just reversed polarity, put positive to negative, negative to positive.
And we got them both back down. We unhooked them all, and we didn't know which ones to plug into here, but
Yeah,
we didn't want to mess something up, possibly in this brain box. So, not sure.
Yeah, I don't want to send voltage to the brain box the wrong way.
Right.
But sending reversed, is it called reverse polarity?
Yeah, something like that.
Sending the positive down the negative line, most DC motors that I know of will just turn the opposite direction. So we got them back down to the home position, but we still got more stuff to figure out. So stay tuned. They tighten them. It's got a neoprene washer on the back side of it, so it should be. It's spinning. It just looked a little loose to you. It tightened it a little. I saw it go.
Yeah, see, it's pulled tight now.
Yeah, okay.
Tighter, I still not.
What we wanted to show was, if you're following along at home, this ended up a little bit higher.
Cut it off.
It was probably a 1/2 inch or less, 3/8 of an inch down farther, and that was causing some binding with the motor. But putting it up and angling this piece a little bit,
Yeah.
caused it.
You can see where the other holes were.
Yeah, it's down quite a bit there.
And we use the little washers on the back side of the rivets. As it pulls down, it gives it a wider, especially in fiberglass. We tried to put those little washers on all the rivets.
Yep, looks like it.
Yep. I have a gazillion of them, so why not use them? So tomorrow I'll mess with this one again. I say we don't know if we've got a motor problem, if we got a battery problem. So.
Yep, well, call Herb's has it.
Yep.
I think is where you got your motors. Ask him. But we were also using the lawnmower battery,
Right.
which is 12 volts, but I don't know if it has
Yeah, I don't know that it was
the oomph to do it.
It opened it, but and this is now traveling pretty straight.
Yeah.
So, but we've got to do some adjustments. We've got to take it apart again. We've got to grind this off.
Yeah, do the pushing so I can just see your hand movement and the lights popping up.
It won't.
Why not?
It's all connected. I have to burn.
Oh, it's connected to the motor right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know you had that.
I'd have to take this off.
Gotcha.
Which I'm going to have to do that anyway. So I can do that. Should be easier to do than what it was before.
The second time.
Yeah. This is it's just a threaded knuckle piece, I guess you'd call it, for the motor, and it just goes back and forth.
Yep.
And there's a micro switch here.
It bottoms that out, tells
Yep.
it it's true north, and comes back to the south pole. This changes your lifelong motto of if you want it done right, you got to do it twice. What's this one? If you want it done right, you got to do it 13 times.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like they always show, oh yeah, we take this car apart. There we go. Now this is up, and it just, hang on, let me turn this around.
Yeah, where it's not hitting the motor. Yeah, and that just pushes.
And when I go straight from the motor,
Yeah, it's gonna be a straight push.
but
So.
it once it comes back, as this comes back, watch it. It's coming back straight, then it hits there, and it wants to come down.
Then it's up too high.
But no, I can keep it up there.
Then it might be fine.
Yeah, I think it would be fine. So,
Yeah, kick that up one more time. Yeah, it looks good.
I probably will never drive this car at night.
Yeah,
Who
right.
drives their Daytona Tribute or real one at night?
I don't know.
Probably no one.
I don't know. You know what? Maybe you'll be the first guy tooling around town
Yeah.
in your Joe Dirt Daytona.
Here's your adjustment. You can adjust it to go out further.
Yeah, I think it's going out plenty,
Yeah, that's just,
but needs a little bit of adjustment and some cleanup on aisle 3 here.
yeah, we got to clean
Just
that up.
cleaning the fiberglass up. And what'd
Yeah.
you do now, Clark?
I'm just pulling up on that.
Quit pulling up on it.
Because there's where it matches the motor. Up. And back.
And it wants to drop it down a little bit.
Yeah, it wants it to go down. It's like,
It wants to push the rod farther down.
yeah, see,
Then
it's-
that's what I'm saying is, then we went the wrong way. We mounted it up higher on it,
oh,
it needs to mount lower so
Maybe.
it keeps that rod pushing just straight
Yeah,
in and
see,
out.
it's way up there.
That's way down to start. And if it's here, that's keeping it. That's
it's
keeping
gonna
it
drive it up.
It's keeping it in a bind. I
Yeah.
can see it wanting to lift that. So yeah, that needs to come down the other direction. So we need to drill those rivets out, go down a 1/2 inch, and see if that's the secret handshake.
Probably. I want to take this off because you can't get it off. Put this on there.
All right, we'll probably visit that in the next video.
Here's what you got to do. You gotta pull the axle out. And you have to have lights to see to get in.
This is axle install number 7.
Yeah. And you pull it up. So
yeah, I think down.
when it comes
farther.
down, it's see, it's down. It wants to drive it down.
Yeah, so if it was down the 1/2 inch that we went north and we go south, I think it'll be better. It'll be more in and out. It won't try to put that arm in a bind.
Yeah, because it drives it down.
Yeah, because this ends up too high, which bends this, which shoves it down through the hole down.
Right.
I think.
I think so too.
All right.
I'll do some of that tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else for Mark's Place tonight?
No, wish us luck.
Yeah. We're gluttons for punishment here.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, welcome to Clark's Place. We may make another video out of this because we were talking headlight doors and we had a problem with one of them. It went up and then wouldn't come back down. And so we had to put the voltage on it's got a black and a red wire, and we put the black and the reds with the blacks and the reds. It went up like it should with 12 volt on the battery on the lawnmower over there, but would not come down when we released it. So we tried to messing with the computer and all that. Found out it was not the motor's problem, but it was the computer. So what kind of instructions did he tell you?
Let me get this set up.
To get this down, we reversed the polarity. We put, I think that's what you call it, we put the black to the red and the red to the black, and then the motor went and came back to its home position.
Okay.
So that being said, I may insert this right after we did the headlight door talk.
This is, I'll take the for the headlight on. The brown one is positive, which that's coming from our positive.
So you are not utilizing the computer at all right now.
We're checking the motors.
Gotcha.
We didn't know if the motors were, the wires weren't right or something. So, and then to the white one, and it will, not supposed to touch them.
It'll spark.
Okay, it's off then. It's green. To me, this is backwards. Sorry, I got a tickle. When the headlights are off, to me, that would be to come home. They fold.
Yes.
But they're saying green to yellow. Green to yellow.
What is the green?
Positive.
Off the battery?
Well, yeah. And then yellow. And look what it does. It opens. And it works. And the switch shuts it off. And then brown for positive. And
the yellow.
White is negative for headlights on. Which, to me, that's on. And you go off, and you put it in there, and it retracts just fine.
That's headlights off.
Yeah, that's headlights off. So maybe their instructions are backwards, or this is all wired backwards. I don't know. That's what they'll have to tell me. And then,
so what did he email
the
you
other
instructions about? This was all, what he emailed you? All this?
Well, what he emailed me was a set of instructions, basically with all this same stuff here, headlights on, headlights off. And then the other instructions is how to check the control box troubleshooting, which you unhook everything, take the plate off, and when you've got from the control box, the red and green wire, which red is positive, green is positive, both LEDs should be lit. Never, like I put on here, no red LED lights were ever on.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to send him those pictures, and we'll see what he has to say. I don't know if the motors are fine.
Seems like it.
It seems like when I do the headlights on, brown and white, that should be opening it up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That should be turning on the headlights. Pushing. This should be the home base of
Yes.
headlights are on.
But headlights off, which would be home base, you touch the green positive and the yellow negative, and the arm extends to open headlight bucket. So that's, to me, that's not right if it's headlights are off.
That's dumb.
So,
maybe he told you wrong. He was thinking wrong.
well, it's a typed up troubleshooting guide.
Then,
so not sure.
Then maybe yours are wired wrong.
Then maybe this somehow has gotten wired wrong.
Yeah.
And that's why it won't. It goes up.
Oh, it won't go home because it never thinks to return to home.
Home would be this, but it's something that doesn't work right because something switched.
All right, so you're gonna have to get a new computer box for it.
Or a whole new thing. I don't know. We'll see what they say.
Gotcha. Okay.
If I can send the whole thing back and then repeat it or fix it, that's fine.
Gotcha.
I'm not ready to have the car ready, of course.
Right.
But I want them to work. And like I say, they've never been hooked up yet.
You want them to work?
I do.
Huh? All right.
Okay.
Is that it for the headlight
That's it.
exclamations?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Continuing, more headlight buckets.
Okay, this, you can see this is the third time. We had it in the middle, and it was the way it was binding up and causing the pivot to come down when it was.
Yeah, at the end.
So
the
we
arm
put
would
it
come
up.
down.
We thought that would do it. Well, it was just as bad. So we lowered it. I think the lower it'll push it out a lot quicker and it'll stay straight.
Yep.
So I lowered those.
All right. What about these? These are.
In this, it has to
finally
bolt
figured
through.
it out. What it needs.
Yeah, we had them on the other side. Well, the bolt is so short that's trapped inside the motor. You can't put a different bolt in it. It has to go through the thick fiberglass and that. Where here it's just the metal to hold it. That's why they give you the template. So I brought it on the back side, and I took the other one off and put it on the back side.
Gotcha.
And then I was trying to put the Z brackets in here to see how they fit. And they're supposed to lay straight along, and then they bolt. In the premium model, this has a lip here to bolt the Z brackets in.
Gotcha. Okay.
The economy one does not. You have to fabricate your own. But this one, you can see.
That's a gap.
Yeah, I've got two of these. These are PVC plastic, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put metal in there. And I've trimmed them to where now when that will bolt all the way through it. And this side, it was almost the
Let's see.
same.
That's from. I bought that to use on the pinballs.
And see that just one of them brings that out. So these are not necessarily the where they should be. You can see this one doesn't line up at all.
That's kicked over quite a bit.
Yeah.
Right.
But you put something there. I could use wood, but I figure that it could get wet.
That's pretty close.
It is close, but that'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so.
And then all those will get drilled, clamped or whatever. I'll put them in there, and then we'll drill through all of it when that time comes. But I just noticed that
this
today.
stuff will never degrade. This
No.
is hard plastic.
Plastic, probably
Good stuff.
EFE. So I did that, and then that's about it. Messed with those motors most of the day.
Oh yeah, I wanted to look at these thoroughly. There's your bracket that you made, all riveted in.
Yeah, because you don't want to
You
rely
got 6
on the
rivets
plastic.
in that, and a bolt. So yeah, that ain't going anywhere. And same over here.
Yeah.
Got a bolt down low. Looks like 6 rivets, maybe 5 on this side.
Of course, the real ones, all of this, bucket, this, all this stuff, this is all metal.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that would be great to buy these out of metal. But
Sorry, you're talking.
yeah, you're
What?
talking.
$20,000 for just the nose piece on this?
Yeah, I'll get a metal one. I mean,
or more. Who knows?
So the fiberglass not bad to work with. It's just it can get itchy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're laying your arms down in here doing stuff, it's best to have long sleeves on.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't sell long sleeve stuff down here in Florida.
Hey, I didn't just.
What do you want? So
anything else?
that's it.
All right. Bye bye.
All right, bye. Okay,
Update time.
we've been working feverishly here on these buckets to make them. We'll have to put washers in there to keep it from going side to side. We're going to round this off just a little bit more. It's a little bit squared there.
Yep, and the line that's in the actual door, we're very close to that line. So that line, I think, is pretty close to what it should
when
be.
it comes up too far, but we think we can have the motor stop it here.
Okay.
Oh, you've got it with the screw? Because once this is tipped up as a actual Daytona, we're not sure about the lights. Does it need to be all the way up here? But then it'll be hitting this.
Yeah,
Down a
so
little bit.
Right there, probably.
how many hours have you worked on this? Probably 4 or 5 hours that weren't on camera just to get it to this point.
Oh yeah, but I worked all day on it the last few days, trying to get. The main thing is these brackets on the end.
Oh, yeah, let me
Getting
show.
these because this is your adjustment on your axle of how it does, and you can see on the other end of this the regular axle that came with it just could not adjust it down far enough.
Yeah.
So I had to create one. It looks like a kindergarten kid did it,
Hey,
but it's a circle.
don't make fun.
To see that,
Yeah,
this
that's
one would
way
never.
different. That isn't gonna
It's
do it.
all the way
It
bottomed
needed
out.
to be down to get
I made that out
to
of
get
metal.
this to get
to
that
get that
corner.
reveal right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this one is curved. That matches this one we have over on the bench that you
Oh
just
yeah.
put fiberglass.
What the guy say? He said they're made from real Daytona ones.
Yes.
So what I did is I used this Fibrolite stuff that is amazing to work with, and then I just kicked it up.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, it's hot because it's still.
Because this is
curing.
almost flat across. It's got a slight curve, but not enough to where this sticks up. So we put this backing to it. Then
Most
we'll
of
take
that's
this
going to come out, but I think
and
this,
we'll scoop this out, which we're going to get down into the brown. But we've got all this material behind it
For strength.
to make it bowed so
I'm
it
thinking
matches.
though that a lot of this will have to come out
Probably.
because you don't want that like hitting the top when it comes
Right.
up.
Right.
So
Yeah, a lot of that will have
this,
to come
this
out.
is the first step in what we did to reinforce. Boy, that is super hot.
It is hot. So we didn't know it, but I guess there's a.
Let's see how hot. Let's see how hot fiberglass cures. Is my where's my shooter?
Oh, it's on the top of your bench.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see what the temperature of that.
Yeah, I'm curious. So it is 113.
113 degrees.
So
Yeah, that stuff gets hot.
Come look at this.
Okay.
that's crazy.
Get up in the front.
Okay.
That kind of looked like.
That was pretty level right there.
So with it up,
Yeah, that looks good.
I think you need to go down a little bit, Doug.
A little
Go.
bit. That's good.
No, because the nose, this is vertical. So right there
Okay, I got it.
is where it needs to be.
Hey, so if I push just straight with that, that's up as far as it
Yeah.
goes.
That's
And then
probably
your lights
good.
are in there.
That's
and you
probably
can
it needs to
adjust
be
your-
up as high as it needs to go. I think.
Well, then it'll bump the paint.
Well, I think we need to shave some of that out.
Yeah, but then if you shave that
You
out,
could shave the back edge of it some more. The back
then
edge
you've
of
got
this
a
some
bigger
more.
reveal.
Not if you just shave it, because it's just hitting right here.
Yeah.
I see, just that.
Yeah, just this corner right here.
Well,
You
a little
shave the
bit of that
back
corner
edge.
needs to come out anyway.
Shave the back edge of that even more.
But
Yeah,
that
because that. Remember, I showed you this. This gets too tight right there. It needs, like, it needs to be shaved down to that line that's in
That's
it.
not tight. Oh, that's perfect.
Bring it back down right here. I would shave.
Yes, to me, the back side needs to come off because it's so thick. But as far as
Backside, that's
taking
more.
any of the front reveal,
Yeah, it needs-
that's a
this is too tight and that's too tight. Because
No.
look at your gap down here. You got
yeah, it's
almost
too
a
big,
finger.
and it's too big.
You're, no,
These are both too big.
This
to me.
needs to be rounded.
It needs to be this size, and you can't add material back because it'll rub.
Yeah, it needs to be a big, wide opening for it. That's all.
Yeah,
there is
and
to it.
maybe it's not a tight fit, tight gap.
Must not be.
This needs to be rounded a little bit more.
Yeah, that one needs to be a little more rounded, and we'll take some more stuff out of the back.
Yeah, I
of
can
that.
see this narrows as that comes
Yeah, we'll
down.
take some more out of that.
So it's going to be fine. It's going to be good.
It should be because we are so close right there.
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
just barely touching.
Oh,
Okay.
so how many more hours is going to go into the...
I don't know.
20, 30.
And we got motor problems.
Yeah.
I think that the motor that you buy for the 69 Charger to lift up the little plastic eyebrow or eyelids that are in front of the glass doesn't really work for these because we've already had a motor.
You got a lot more weight going into that, too.
Yeah, you've got 2 bulbs of glass in there, wiring on all the little.
Plus all this fiberglass.
Yeah, that it,
Yeah, I just added half a pound to that one.
it's too much for a motor to lift. The one that you get for the Charger. So
And that's the Herbs Has It motor. We just
Well,
stripped the
it's-
gear out in it.
it's in the book here for
Herb's parts.
I thought it was Herbs.
it's in the book here for
That
Classic Industries.
that will work great for my 69 Charger headlight. That kit will work great.
Yeah, for just
But-
the plastic eyebrow.
Yeah,
Not the
but
whole
not
lens housing.
not lifting all the lights and everything else that's going in that bucket. It needs,
Yeah.
like my 67, it
Yeah, it
needs
needs a
a
heavier-
motor.
Heavier duty motor.
Yeah, I was gonna pull this up or open it up. Headlamp should be headlamp motor, right?
Yeah, I think headlight actuator, headlight motor, something.
I don't see it.
Look under motors, headlight.
All right, that's a good update.
Yep.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, so
Okay, we have.
this is
fill
the
the
headlight
whole-
door that, pop it up, you can see. Pop it up a little bit, you can see all
It's
that fiberglass I put in the back, and it won't
But it's hitting.
come up
Here,
because it's
hang
hitting.
Ready?
There it is.
So you
Yeah, I
can
don't
see
know if you
all
can
that
see all that fiberglass under there.
garbage I put in there. So it's
Okay.
gonna have to be shaved out of the backside,
So we bring this
but
down and get this where these are all fine, and he has marked the back of this
Doug had a good idea, is just coming
because
from the top
this needs to be scooped out.
and putting a line so you can see all that line
Needs to come out
needs to come out. Yeah, it's a little high here.
because this one was flat across, where the whole nose cone has a scallop, and the other light has a scallop built into
Yeah,
it.
this
You can
one,
see it from here. It looks
Yeah,
good.
it's scalloped.
this one looks great.
Where this one was more straight, which the Janak said that, you know, some of them are like that. They're taking off real Daytonas, and you might have to, you know, adjust it.
Yep. All right, cool.
So,
So that's that adjustment if your headlight doors
yes,
aren't concaved down in. This was almost just a flat line.
I know it.
So yeah, that kind of scoops it out.
Should work.
Cool.
Here's some herbs.
Yeah, okay, so why, let's talk about the Herbs Has
is-
It motors, and we stripped out the gear in one of these because we
I
were,
think it just couldn't handle it. The 69 Charger.
headlight door.
This is all it has to lift is
Yeah,
this plastic
this
piece.
is absolutely light as hell.
Yeah, but for the Herbs or AMS obsolete,
This is the CS305 69 Charger headlight door motor kit that
And-
we got.
and Janik talks about it in their assembly manual. And these are the motors, and they mount as replacement motors, but to lift up
This is way more.
way more heavier. I mean, it's
Way more heavier?
way more. I
Open
mean,
this one.
Yeah, let's test, because that one still needs to be shaved down.
okay. So you got a whole big door here you've got metal buckets that go in there, and then
Big
glass
glass
headlights.
globes.
It's like you're lifting all of that, and
I don't think those motors can do it.
Janak talks about it that it can be too heavy, and to do some linear actuator, it doesn't really mention that the Classic Industries Herbst motors that's for the 69 Charger will work. They probably would, but they probably won't last very long
Yep.
because those are just too heavy.
So I'm gonna use that kit on my car.
Yeah, they work great. I mean, this compared, it's like
That's nothing.
so much lighter.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
all your lights and stuff stay stationary,
Yep.
and this just covers them.
Yep.
So there's nothing to lifting these.
All right, cool. I just wanted to document that the Herbst motors don't have the ass necessary.
Right.
You need more ass.
And these motors are fine, but they just can't lift all that weight.
Yep. Not in our experience.
No, not for the Daytona
Headlight doors.
tributes.
If you say tribute one more time.
Okay.
No
Clones.
No more.
Just a quick update on the headlight bezel. Our headlight bucket that lifts up. This is the one that did not have the scoop as much as the other side. So Chris put a big layer of the fiber all light fiberglass, and then I sanded. I mean, it was this thick all the way across. You can see it's a little thicker here, but I took all of this gray out across here, and I was down into the pink or orangey color. And then when I was all done, I could see that maybe in my sanding, I took some of that edge off, so it came across and it seemed like it dipped down just a little bit. So I just put a little layer, it's still warm, on the front of this, and I'll sand this off to build that back up so I got a straight line. But you can see, tried to, you know, scallop that all out and go back so it stayed all smooth and was more of a natural, because we didn't know how to clamp and put pressure and try to bend that into submission, I guess. But hopefully this will fix that and we'll be ready to go. So that's just a quick update.